Hello, my name is Mike Presnell. I'm the Director of Border Narcotics Intelligence, Southwest Border Sheriffs. Our country's in trouble. We are in serious trouble. This next election is got to make things happen, or our lives are going to change for the worst, for the absolute worst. The administration we have right now is the most corrupt presidential administration this country has had ever. Ever. I deal with federal agents every day. Every day I talk to FBI agents, ATF agents, DEA, U.S. Marshals, retired, still working on the job. They all agree with me. We see it. We're trained investigators, and we watch it. I investigate Fast and Furious. If any of you know about it, the Department of Justice had the alcohol, tobacco, and firearms smuggle weapons into the Mexican drug cartels. That was designed for more gun control. Every investigator working on that will tell you that's exactly it. There's not one investigator that has ever shook his head and said, no, I don't think that. Not one. This is our government. They create agendas so they can control more of what we do. They work for us. We don't work for them. They broke the law. They broke international laws. And not only that, they killed 300 Mexican people, and a United States Border Patrol agent, and a United States ICE agent. Really? And I'm going to stand here and take this as a citizen? Not on my watch. I took an oath. And I will go by that oath for the rest of my life. It never ends. We have drugs pouring across our border by the tons. Not a few pounds, by the tons. We have methamphetamine, marijuana, cocaine, black tar, heroin, you name it. It's coming through every day. Arizona, California, Texas, New Mexico. I'm from Arizona. Our border is so wide open, it's pathetic. Janet Napolitano, they throw some more Border Patrol agents at us down there. Hey, great, now we're going to do something. Guess what? Nothing happens. They're restricted. When they get illegal aliens that come in, they just touted here a month or two ago that the amount of crossings is down. Well, guess what? It's not. When they catch them, they turn them around and go back. They're not counted as a crosser. So that's to make all of you people feel good that they're doing something. They're securing the border. But I'm here to tell you, the border is not secure. It's no more secure now than it was 20 years ago. This has been going on since Richard Nixon's administration. It's come to a head a few times in our country. We had the amnesty during the Reagan administration, but the drugs weren't mentioned. Then you go on into the Bush administration, more amnesty. A little bit about the drugs then. Well, the drugs in the last few years here has gotten horrible. News media got some of it. They show what Border Patrol confiscates every day coming across the borders at the ports of entry. They don't always see what we get in the desert. When you got 9 in 10 people with 65-pound packs of drugs on their back coming through, and that's not all of them. Our border is huge. There is no way other than putting U.S. troops on our border to seal our border, and it needs to be sealed. These cartels play for keeps. They will kill you for their drugs. The Obama administration sees fit to sue our state. And now I just hear today they're going to be suing Utah over their immigration law. The U.S. Department of Justice, the people who you pay in Washington, D.C. to do your business on a national level, is going to sue your state. It's going to cost your state and every one of you tax dollars to defend it. That's a shame. That is a shame. Barack Obama has a political agenda to strictly bring illegal aliens into this country for a voting base. It's just like the entitlements when they started the entitlements in the 60s. Same thing, just a different class of people. And they're doing it at every one of your expense. Everybody. Jobs. Good luck getting a job in this country right now. There isn't any. If you're lucky, you might get something, but it won't be nothing like what you had. But I'm here to tell you, we are in deep trouble. And no matter what it takes, it's going to take everybody in this country who loves our Constitution and our country to try to take it back. You haven't seen socialism yet. He gets another elected term, you'll see it then. It'll be a lot worse. We need people like Tim Aalders in the Senate. We need more of him. We could use 100 of him. Seriously. 100 of them. I would not give you 20 cents for the entire U.S. Congress. That's a fact of life. I've been around these people my entire 35-year career. I would not give you 20 cents for the whole lot. They're corrupt. Washington is corrupt. Not just the White House, but our Capitol is corrupt. Our Department of Justice is so corrupt, it's pathetic, and it makes me sick. When you get law enforcement officers who are getting shot by Mexican drug cartels with guns that our U.S. Department of Justice furnished them, really? Not on my watch. It's not happening. But Tim has probably got the biggest mouth I've ever seen. I mean, and I say that with all affection. The man is awesome. And if you know somebody that's going to run for office, that wants to run for office, or you can talk into running for office, talk to them. Because this is the year. This is the year. We need all the Tim Aalders out here this year. It's go time. And we're not going to get another shot at it. We got to take the Congress, we got to take the Senate, and we definitely got to change the White House. Definitely. Our people will stay in the desert. We'll keep dealing with the drug dealers and the human smugglers and all the crime they bring with it, the identity theft. Any one of you people in here can be a victim of identity theft. They get people working in banks. They sell lists of your identities to people. Then the next thing you know, an identity mill is printing out driver's licenses, birth certificates, social security cards with your name on it. And then somebody gets it, they go get benefits, they go get a job. It's a never-ending cycle. And our government is asleep at the switch. Asleep at the switch. They've just now formed an intellectual property rights unit in the Department of Homeland Security. Really? Do we need that? Do we need them intruding on the internet now? Telling me that I can't put a logo up for some company because it belongs to somebody else? Get people on the border. Let's get rid of the drugs, the identity theft, the human smuggling, and the filthy, vile things that brings with it. Prostitution, children, women. I have a hard time dealing with that. I cannot fathom why our government continues to put money into programs that are failures, but they won't put money into programs where we can actually make a difference. If we wanted to seal the border, it can be done. 30 days, and it's over. And it would cost them a lot less money than the war on drugs has cost us in the last 30 years that we're losing. We are losing it. Drugs kills the moral fiber of every family that it affects. And I'm sure there's people in this room that know somebody who has been on drugs or is on drugs and watched their life go down the sewer. It is an underworld that many people will never see. And I'm glad I have, because now I know how to deal with it. And we do the best we can. We sit in the desert in the middle of the night waiting for drug smugglers to come up trails, and we take them down. And we take them down hard. We don't turn them over to Border Patrol or DHS anymore. They go to the sheriff of the county. So they're prosecuted. The drugs are taken in. They're burnt. They don't send them back across the border. They go to Florence Prison in Arizona. This is your federal government. They take the dope, then they process the people, and they kick them back across the border. Drug smugglers. Any one of you gets caught in an airport with an ounce of marijuana, count on 5 years. You'll do 5 years. But these guys bring it by the pounds, they kick them back across the border. What is wrong with this picture? It's astounding. I could talk here all night, but I'm not gonna. Because you probably want to tear Washington apart a brick at a time if you heard it all, if you knew it all. It's just astounding. We need guys like Tim. We need more of him. We got this year. I can't emphasize this enough. Is very important. Because if Barack Obama is reelected and we cannot turn the balance in the Senate and bolster the House, we are going to continue down the same roads we've been down for the last 30 years. And frankly, I'm tired of it. I am tired of the work of our federal agents going for naught. They're being paid great wages to do a job that the Department of Justice restricts them on. Restricts them from doing their federal law enforcement duties. They all swore an oath to the Constitution of the United States against enemies both foreign and domestic. And I know not one of them who will not defend that oath with their life. I would take a bullet for anybody in this room. Anyone. And we're fed up. Federal law enforcement's fed up. We need to get it together. We need to get people out to vote. We need to make people understand what is going to happen to our country. It's not going to be good, I assure you. Thank you.